I'm Seattle dad.
Okay. What are your pronouns?
He, him.
And do I have permission to record this interview?
Absolutely.
Or when were you born and where are you from?
I was born in 1970 in Dallas, Texas.
Okay. And you currently live in Seattle?
I've been living in Seattle for the last 13 years.
Okay. And that's that native Seattle drawl we are hearing, right?
Yeah, yeah, not quite. I do feel pretty Texan when I'm here, when I start speaking.
So,
I came out to some close friends when I was in high school and like my senior year of high school. And it went pretty well as far as like the close friends that I told. I didn't tell everyone. The 80s were like a different time than they are now. He was a bear. He was older than me, much larger, and he was very beefy and hairy. And he identified as a bear. Being called bear and daddy really turned me on. So that's when I really went fully into that community.
and that's what happens when you start feeding a, a stray dog.
Oh God,
They
and he could
become a
cook. He was definitely feeding me.
bear.
I tend to go to bear bars when I'm in any city. I find that they're more welcoming to a guy who's bigger and older. I wanted to put myself out there just to show that you can be sexy no matter what your body size is. I'm glad I get a lot of messages from people who say that through watching my videos and the guys I put in them that they feel that they can also have a good sex life after 30 or 40 or 50 or 60. You know, I just didn't let anyone tell me that I couldn't do what I wanted to do. I just did it myself. I really think that's what I need to have a good time. And it's working out really well. It's been my full-time job for God, almost 8 years now. Built custom furniture for the past 30 years. And that was my day job. There's just a lot of big, hairy men wearing flannels in Seattle. But yeah, I wish we had a little more of a cohesive bear community. But we don't have to hide in the shadows anymore. People know what a bear is these days. But I picture a hairy older man with an ample body and a caring attitude. I love taking care of the guys that I'm with and the friends that I have. And I think like being a nurturing person also is a quality that I like to see in bears. I just think it's really important for people to see other people that look like them having a good time because I, there is a, a thought out there's a concept out there that your life as a gay man is over at 30 or 35 or 40, and that's just not true. I like the company just for fans better. You can't do water sports on OnlyFans. There's a lot of things you can't do on OnlyFans, but it's the biggest name. It feels like they're really interested in like growing the community and helping. They throw those parties once a year for the content creators, and then a 50-year-old man gets on there and starts doing really well, and they couldn't believe it. I think they just weren't prepared for the fact that people want to see people having sex, and it doesn't have to be the hottest, most popular person. Anyone can build a fan base if they want to. But as far as like social media, I do all of that myself. It's a lot more work than people realize to run
Yeah,
a business like this. The sex
great.
part's fun, but
I
that's
just
that's the only fun part.
Did you want to share anything about growing up in a conservative Baptist family and how that may have impacted your coming out or your sense of being gay?
I just thought I was a dude that liked to fool around with his friends. I didn't consider myself gay, even though I was having sex with guys. Like I really enjoy making friends through sex and keeping friendships that are sexual in nature. And also we hang out, we do other stuff too. But I had never felt anything so good. And that's when I started thinking that maybe there's something to this thing about liking guys.
And if I hadn't seen thousands of homosexual men protesting on the news, I thought, wait a minute, there's a place where homosexual men are
You were so close
dancing
to
in the streets and fighting with the police.